Is this thing on? Katie's a mess.
Jeffrey, they are the titles. They've been the titles for a little while. I did watch last week's show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am back. Welcome to Uncensored Radio's UCR Live for another week. I know. I think Jeff and Vera have breathed a sigh of relief that it was good. You guys did well without me.
To look at
looking up.
Show looking at Luke's thumbs.
Luke's finger trying to
let me pull it up. Oh wait, that's the wrong theme song. I'm like, wait a minute, no, that's not it.
That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right at all.
But we think
too bad it wasn't on
because neither of our dumbasses could have done it.
Hello, Dogsy, back again.
That's not true. I'm capable. I'm just not the one.
Not the one. He's not that girl, ladies and gentlemen. He is not that girl. So yeah, I am coming at you live from Las Vegas tonight. This is
tell us all about it. What'd you see? Who'd you blow?
What did I see? I went. Well, the first night I did nothing. I had a bit of a relaxation because I've been on the go in the UK, which is why I wasn't on the show last week for the first time in who knows when. I was trying to fight with a very unagreeable internet connection in a converted town. Like it used to be one of those big row houses that had been turned into a hotel. So the internet wasn't great. I was in your neck of the woods. Yes.
And so was Christopher, and you wouldn't go see him. You were quite the bitch, I heard.
I did. No. Christopher Cox, one of our beloved Australian viewers, only told me where he was literally the day after I got there because he's like, I'm in Birmingham. I was like, okay, cool. And then he's like, oh, we went to this, and this. I went, oh, okay. So I was in my hotel room, but that's okay. I was very, very busy. I ended up, I stayed with friends to start off with. Started with friends to stay with, and then in London I had 3 nights, and I was like, bam, bam, bam. Went and saw a theatre show. Went and what did I do the other night?
You saw ABBA.
We went to ABBA.
That's awesome.
So jealous.
It was great. You would have I was like, how real can these holograms be?
Yeah, how real were they?
Crazy.
Really?
At the end, they come out as the age they are now. I thought they were really there. That's how realistic it looked. I was like, holy fuck. My friend Steph went, whoa! She was like, calm down, girl. She got a bit verklempt about it because we were joking about it when I was in Australia. Like, we should go do it. And then I was staying at her house, and she's like, do you still want to go to ABBA? I'm like, suppose. And she's like, she went to work and she's like, I bought the tickets. I'm like, okay, cool. So we went. So
was it packed?
Yes. Oh my god. So that show has a purpose-built arena.
Yeah.
Purpose-built arena just for that show, and there's a little shipping container village that has a hotel and bars and food places, all in this little area. And that show apparently makes.
Or is it outside?
No, it's on the outskirts down near the water. So near Canary Wharf. That show apparently makes $20 million a week.
Wow.
Whoa! Shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was only supposed to run for 2 years. It was only supposed to run for 2 years. It's only supposed to run for 2 years, but it's like, nah, I think that one's well and truly going to be.
I feel like if they do one with ABBA, why don't they do one with Queen?
I feel like as we talked to AI and stuff before. I think this is literally. I think it's the way of the future. Like, I can imagine people like the Spice Girls or something will do it. Like, these people are lazy and have one money.
Why not? If you can do it, and you don't have to go tour yourselves anymore, you can
and you get the money.
Well, I mean, if you're not going to tour, you need this specially built holographic arena. It's not like you can take this on tour.
Right.
Well,
could you imagine?
You can.
Like,
Apparently, there's talk about them taking it and setting the theater up for XYZ amount of months overseas. But why would obviously why would you dilute your stream? Everyone's coming to London to see it and the age mix was crazy. The age mix was crazy. Like there were people, probably teenagers to older grandparents. It was all over the place.
I would see it, but I'm not going to go to.
I would go see it.
I would go see it.
And then I went to a concert as well. And then I went out to the country to visit lovely Lisa, our British correspondent. And I was very, very well behaved because last time I was with Lisa, I was not well behaved, and we drank ourselves Saturday, Sunday, and she had to go back to work. So we saved ourselves. Next time might not be so lucky because I think her wedding's coming up next year. So that could be dangerous. But how has everyone else? Jeffrey, how have you been, my love?
I'm exhausted.
That face is
man.
I'm so tired.
Oh God, Jeffrey.
I want a nap and a sedative.
Ooh, I got a couple.
And a sedative.
Where's Bill
greedy at
Cosby
all.
when I need him? You know what I'm saying? I'd love to go hang out with him.
You want a popsicle real bad?
I really fucking do. I just want to lewd so goddamn bad tonight. You don't even know.
Oh, God.
It just seems like a good time. You know what I'm saying?
And then when you can't wake up tomorrow and your kids are jumping on you.
You need that.
I would hope somebody that would include a babysitter. If you're gonna drug me, it really bothers me. Somebody was complaining. I can't remember who it was. They were just bitching about, this one time I got roofied, and I was like, listen, bitch, stop fucking complaining. I was so touched that I was roofied twice. You know what I'm saying? At least I'm attractive enough that somebody thought that they were gonna get something if they had. You didn't have to roofie me. I would have gave it away.
Yeah.
I mean, depending. You know what I'm saying? There's some homely bitches. It wasn't gonna work out. But you know what I mean? For the rest of my life, I get to know I got roofied twice, bitch. How many times you get roofied, huh, motherfucker?
So this makes up for the fact that the priest never hit on you when you were an altar boy, right?
Right. Well, no, I'm still bitter about that. It's $125,000 on the table. I'm still pissed.
I know, right?
I would have rather the priest diddled me in the back room than get roofied. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%.
Beggars can't be choosers, though, Jeff. It's sad. It's sad to say, but
I'd rather be sexually molested than.
Well, as long as there's a payout, you know what I'm saying? Let's just be realistic.
This is so true.
The vivacious Vera, how are you this week?
Good. We finally have an answer to my foot pain. I have what's known as tarsal tunnel. Not
what
carpal,
the fuck?
But tarsal tunnel because it's in my foot. So, we know what's causing it. We just got to get it fixed still. What else has happened?
Does that have something to do with the vagina?
No, it's my ankle.
What the
Well, I'm thinking it just sounds like a lack of use in the vagina causes something to tighten in your foot.
No. Tarsal.
The tightness in my foot.
Forced relaxation. Oh my God. This conversation is harkening back to this week's what happened was Uncensored Confessions.
What happened was
I ended up rewatching that. I was like, wow, slippery when wet, hey? It's not just a body. It's a way of life for some people.
Some people.
How are you? Christina, how are you?
I am good. You're getting another view of the law office today.
Oh, yes.
Cleaned up, besides my sneaker pile over there. Everything's good. I can't complain. Work's been fucking insane. That's why I wasn't on last week, just because I had to work on my normal job. Because we changed names. We are no longer the other bank, and now we're a new bank. And man, it's crazy. It's just it's a lot of work, but job security.
Well,
I keep those fraudsters coming.
I hope your new bank is successful, and I hope your vagina/foot gets fixed.
I'm actually, I have to say, not only am I upset that I also did not get roofied when I was younger. I mean, because I guess I wasn't as sexy as Jeff. But honestly, I didn't go out to a lot of clubs. I was fucking all my friends, so everybody knew that I would fuck you. So I really didn't have
Ate the
to.
roofies.
Selective. You gotta be selective.
They called her the SS Sure Thing.
There's that. We should have her on that one show. I don't know what we did with Dakota there in Madison. That was filthy. Where yeah, something, whatever the fuck it was. And I told the story about what I did on the dance floor with a kid. And I'm not telling that story again. You can go find that episode. It's somewhere out there. But
everyone's been guilty of
put
it.
that on OnlyFans, right?
I'll do anything. I'll tell you everything. You ask me a question, I'll let you know.
She did come clean. Yeah, she did. She came clean on Uncensored Confessions as well. She was all about that life. It's all good. It was good. I can feel a rant about poppers coming on.
Not me.
Interesting.
Poppers made me
interesting. It's a good time.
I was just a lad. I heard that anal sex was bad. I heard that it was a dirty, rotten sin. But then I learned from other guys that no matter what the size, there's a simple trick to help you take that. Squick sniff of poppers helps up. Never mind.
What song is that?
That's our first.
The Popper song. Go look it up on YouTube. It's a Mary Poppins parody to the Spoonful of Sugar.
Spoonful of Sugar.
Yeah. Song. And it's all about taking it up the ass with poppers. It's fantastic. Like, quick. Let me take a sniff. And it's like, quick, stick something in my eye. Stick something in my eye. It's like a South Park. Like, oh my God. It's fabulous.
Dear Lord.
Oh, it's wonderful.
All the good stuff.
Goodness.
What a wonderful segue, because there was supposed to be someone joining me here in Sin City, but she's stuck closer to Vera and Jeff.
I can't imagine who that is.
Where is she?
So here she is with this week.
Hot load of hot topics.
Where is she?
I got stood up. She's in New York.
By me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in the city?
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yo, I'd love to fucking hang out with her.
Flying solo. Be careful what you wish for.
You the fuck up, yo. I want to live the good life. I'm going out Saturday night.
Oh, she's going out.
Oh.
But will you be keeping
next Saturday?
Will you be keeping your hands to yourself? Or will you be like the reach around Republican?
Oh, who's this?
Lauren.
She said, who's this?
Lauren.
Now, shit.
Should we go on the roller coaster ride that has been Lauren Bobbitt? So she was ejected.
Get handsy with everybody?
Ejected from Beetlejuice the musical last week, and that was the story because she was allegedly vaping and being disruptive. Cut to the evidence that she was getting a bit handsy with her new date, and she was actually ejected.
She vaped in their pregnant woman's face.
Yes, inappropriate behavior. So she came over all sad and repentive. She said, "The past few days have been difficult and humbling. I'm truly sorry for the unwanted attention my Sunday evening in Denver has brought to the community. While none of my actions or words as a private citizen that night were intended to be malicious or meant to cause harm, the reality is they did, and I regret that. There's no, and this is where it gets real fucking weird. Like get off the train. There's no perfect blueprint going through a public and difficult divorce, which over the past few months has made for a challenging personal time for me and my entire family. I've tried to handle it with strength and grace as the best I can, but I simply fell short of my values on Sunday. That's unacceptable, and I'm sorry."
Oh, fuck
Jeez.
you, Bobo.
How is it that the two bitches that are over there ringing the bell for moral superiority are both getting fucking divorces, huh? And they're both in the fucking public eye, either at the gym or a fucking play over there, diddling some new dude. Fuck off, Malibu Barbie.
He had her
I
on
love.
her fucking shirt.
Yep. So she was giving him the old HJ love. But do you know, like, the most delicious part, the best part, is that this guy owns a bar where drag queens perform regularly.
Oh
It's
shit!
like-
Bar does he own?
I don't know. I don't know. He's probably just going, "Oh God, I picked the wrong chick." But how, like,
He had to know who she was. He wasn't born under a rock. We all know who Bobo is.
I want to know what bar he owns because I've been to a bunch of bars in Denver.
just
A wig shift. I love it.
That's a
wig
British thing.
shift.
Here's the thing, and I want to make this very clear. I am very down for public hand jobs. Whatever she wants to do would be fine. If she wasn't such a fucking hypocrite.
Exactly.
That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love that she blames her behavior on divorce.
Oh, whatever. No, bitch. No. You
No,
were
you're so- You're so upset.
in
You're
distress.
risky.
Why are you getting
Yeah.
divorced? Why are you getting divorced? Huh? Why are you
Yeah,
getting
maybe-
divorced? Because you're a
Maybe if you
fucking...
gave your husband a few hand jobs, he wouldn't
Right.
have been like flopping it out to
You-
teenagers.
You're
and stuff.
fucking 17-year-old kid knocking some bitch up. No, excuse me, honey. I don't know you. I didn't mean to call you bitch. I say that with love. Just terminate it. You know what I'm
I'll
saying? You're not
call
a
her a
bitch.
bitch. This woman set herself up
No,
as
not
moral
Lauren, the girl.
authority. And that's what makes her behavior abhorrent.
Yeah.
She did
Yeah.
it in front of kids. She vaped into their
Yeah.
pregnant woman's, she heard loudly screaming, "You know who I am."
Yeah,
come
with
on.
jizz all over her and stuff. It's like
Boo-hoo,
Now,
please.
everyone knows who she is.
Why didn't she go in the bathroom? Like, did she do it? She did it in the seats. I'm sorry, I missed this whole story.
In the theater while the show was going on.
The
Oh,
show was
dear.
going on.
While the show was going on.
And he completed.
I don't think
He
know
so.
that
finished?
he completed. Oh shit! My
Oh,
legs hurt.
okay.
Oh shit,
Okay.
Vera's gone black. Vera's doing a
My
bogut
legs
reenactment on herself. She's like, oh, Lauren, stop.
All right, all
Don't
right.
touch me there. But yeah, her
She was popping her boob out of the shirt. She
Was there like? Okay, so she was inside. I'm just getting all my bases covered. She was inside pants, okay, and she was jerking inside the pants.
I assume so.
I sent the video to the room. You got to go back and watch.
I got what of the actual jerking.
Of like, it was on the whatever they were doing.
It's on the
I like
Okay.
the theater camera. We probably can't show it here because we have a very bad.
It was
Bad,
a
bad,
closed
bad.
circuit TV camera.
Can I just say, look, okay, I want to be.
White,
Can I be devil's advocate? Because we all love that.
You
All
can,
right. Hasn't worse things been done in like movie theaters? Like I'm sure worse things have been done in musical theaters too. I mean, just saying.
Yeah,
He was underage or like okay, somebody else.
I don't care.
Jail for it.
I don't care what it's because she tries to be the moral authority about you're going to hell, this one's going to hell, and the gays are fucking ruining our country, drag queens are fucking destroying the children, the gays are gonna they're all fucking pedophiles, like
right.
And you're doing this in a fucking movie theater. Your fucking kid is 17 and fucking having a baby, and you're over there preaching abstinence and that fucking we gotta take out books from classrooms, and that people are fucking teaching little kids to have sex in kindergarten. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
You crazy
Yeah.
nutbag bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if it was Joe Smo doing it in the movie theater, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, right.
Pee Wee Herman went to jail for
It's who she was.
And
it's just who.
Well, it's not even about who she. It's about like you can't.
What she stands for.
Yeah, you know what I mean. A priest, if you're fucking out there preaching that you're going to hell, if you don't practice the Bible, if you commit, if you have sex outside
Right.
marriage, and then you're caught, sucking dick on the corner, you're a
Yeah.
fucking hypocrite. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's who this bitch is. She's a hypocrite. Same thing with Marjorie Taylor
Exactly.
Greene. You're a hypocrite. It's like, Trump, again, this is my issue with that man. He's a motherfucking hypocrite. And
Yeah.
people that are like,
Well,
oh, he's a good
empathy.
Christian man. He's a good family man. He's got 4 fucking wives. He's not a fucking family man. He's a fucking man whore. He cheats on every last one of them. He's
Oh my God.
who the what? No.
It's interesting because I want to pull. She has also very, very quickly backflipped on that. A few days later, she decided to take to social media again and said, "We've just had Kevin McCarthy, Speaker of the House, announce the impeachment inquiry. We're facing a government shutdown and trying to fund the federal government. We have a wide open southern border. And what's the top story? Lauren Boebert gets kicked out of a theater."
Oh,
Nice
my
try.
God.
Pissing someone off.
Nice try,
Oh my
nice
God.
try, but yeah, not
And so many
not
lies.
the swish.
So many
Yeah.
fucking lies.
But the interesting,
If you're so upset about what's going on at the southern border, again, go look into what Trump put in place at the borders. And again, none of us are from this fucking country.
Let's talk about the fact that more people crossed the border under Trump's presidency than since Biden has become president.
but he
Let's
had a
talk
wall,
about the
Vera.
fact
He
that
had a wall.
But okay, so if
a
we know
wall
this
that
is
fell
an
down in
issue,
a strong wind.
we know we have a problem. What are we going to do about it? Let's put a plan in place then to take care of the people that are coming into the country, because locking them up and separating parents from fucking children is not the goddamn answer. And I don't care if
no.
Biden's doing that, Obama, Trump, whoever the fuck, whoever the president is, you're a fucking monster. I don't care
Yep.
who it is. We don't separate parents
And let's
from their
also look
fucking
at the
children.
fact that our fucking economy is rigged on this hidden employment. That these people who come into this country and work for less than minimum wage are the reason that our tomatoes don't cost $8 a quart. And that since the immigration has stemmed and people have stopped coming to this country for fear of having their children taken away or being imprisoned or being shipped back to the cartels that they're running away from. Let's talk about the fact that, all of a sudden, tomatoes are $8 a quart and everybody's pissed about it. But it has nothing to do with the fact that we closed
Oh my
the
God, tomatoes.
They start taking our jobs.
nothing.
They start taking our jobs. Bitch, nobody wants to do the jobs that they were
Nobody
fucking
wants to do
working.
this
Nobody
job.
wants those.
Nobody wants it. They in Alabama, they made a point of earmarking state funds to hire resident Americans to pick their carrots. Do you know what happened to the carrots in Alabama?
They would have run it in the ground.
Because the American workforce that was going to get
I'm not
paid
doing that.
to pick those fucking carrots lasted 3 hours.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Every influencer should have to pick carrots. I feel that's a trade-off.
Yeah, amen.
Imagine if it got your followers. Watch those carrots get picked out of the ground, baby.
Yeah.
You watch that happen. That's the way. We need to restructure the world, baby. Like, if this is the way we want to live our lives, this is what we have to do.
The fact that people imagine walking with your baby and small toddler for hundreds and thousands of fucking miles to try to better their life, and you get to a fucking border and you're told, too fucking bad, we don't want you.
And
then we're supposed to be the greatest country?
Stuck in a fucking cage.
I just can't even fathom it. But then meanwhile, we're looking at these other third world countries who don't have a pot to piss into their own, and we're telling them, oh, but you got to take the Syrians, you got to take these ones, you got to take that ones because you got to take them, and we'll give you some money, or we'll give you an army tank, or we'll give you this, or we'll give you that, but you got to take them. But we're not going to take the Mexicans because they're brown. Oh, but the Canadians, they can come in because they're white.
Oh, listen. Have you been to New York and heard all the Irish accents?
Um,
You can bet
hi.
your ass those Irish immigrants don't have green cards.
What Brian was just down in New York City and he fucking lost his mind. Did you see his post? He's like, the amount of homeless people in New York.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
He was so fucking disgusted.
It's bad now.
And I'm
It's
like,
gotten
again,
worse.
we're not taking care of nobody, nowhere. We're
No.
not doing nothing. Like this country is just coming fucking unglued.
We don't have a
Us.
budget. We can't. Kevin McCarthy can't pass fucking shit. And Boebert and Tuberville and Marjorie Trader Green are holding the entire fucking government hostage because of abortion and because of Trump's inquiry.
I'm not blaming that on Biden. I mean, this is all we're still snowballing from COVID and from all the shit that's happened there. Because I mean, even in the restaurant
and they're
industry,
making it worse.
we're still feeling the effects of all the shit that happened during COVID.
Yes.
I mean, you can't
get Adderall in this country.
You can't bounce back.
Children who are stable
No
on
way.
Adderall are now being destabilized because the supply chain went so fucking nuts during COVID.
I couldn't get prescription Tylenol, or I'm sorry, what's it called? Amoxicillin for my kid.
I know.
and so
Like
and you
during COVID, it was so bad.
and
Like
if you take all this away, right? So when COVID started, Trump was the president, correct? And then Trump gave out money to all the Americans, right? Everybody got their little checks, right? So everybody that wanted to get out of work,
money went to
stop.
people
Needs
in
some more.
Congress.
Everybody that wanted to go out of work went out of work, especially in like New York, and the state gave out money. People left work, and then people didn't go back to work. Now all these places, sure, everybody says, "Oh, there's
That's
jobs
not
everywhere.
true.
There's jobs everywhere. There's jobs everywhere." But
Now,
then nobody wants to work those jobs because
They
we
don't pay
can't
shit.
afford to pay them because $17 an hour is not enough to live on.
But $17 an hour isn't what they're making. They're asking them to go back to these jobs, these frontline jobs, putting themselves and their lives in danger for an epidemic that's still not over, for like $8.75 or $11. They're not even willing to pay $17.
Well,
at this point.
in other places, sure, but I mean,
You know?
I'm talking here.
And you also have to take into account that half a percentage of the American workforce retired rather than put themselves at risk. And another 1.7% of the American workforce fucking died. You're talking about more than 2% of the American workforce.
Well,
1 in 50 people who were working in this country before COVID fucking died. And they're still
Not even that.
they're saying COVID is a hoax. They died of cancer. They died of car crashes. They didn't die of COVID. Your government's lying to you. Vaccines make you a magnet and give you 5G. All this fucking misinformation is out there.
I wish it gave me
blaming
5G
everybody
because
for the actual problem, which was fucking
use
COVID.
it.
my cell service sucks now.
Yeah, I don't even want to say like I don't want to say people like left their jobs. People were like half of them were fired because they had to get vaccines and they didn't want to, or they said, "Okay, we have to let you go," or it's like, "Well, I'm not coming back because I don't want to get a vaccine," or it was
I would
just
not say it's half.
it's bullshit.
I would say it's a lot smaller number than that.
I would have gotten like it was mandatory to get a vaccine, and how many nurses? I know that the hospital by me, there was over 3,000 nurses that were fired because of COVID. Like
If
they
you're a
lost
nurse,
over 3,000 fucking nurses.
Day
That's
one of
insane.
nursing school is how to stop the chain of infection. If you didn't pay attention on day one of nursing school, you
They let them go.
Fired.
It wasn't anything else but letting them go. They let these nurses go. It wasn't because of COVID. It wasn't because of a vaccine.
Infection control.
It wasn't because of the vaccine.
Yeah.
It was before the whole mandate.
I had to have every vaccine under the sun before I was allowed in nursing school. I could not touch a patient until I could prove that I'd been vaccinated against measles, mumps, rubella, polio, all the fucking diseases that kill people.
Yeah.
And COVID kills people. And these people were unwilling to maintain their chain of infection control. So they
This was before I had run into some other pregnant woman in the salon, actually, right before I had my son or my daughter. I don't fucking, my son. And it was like one of the fucking two. And she goes, they're just letting us go. She goes, I can't even hold my job. She goes, because they're just firing us left and right. Like, I don't know why. It wasn't even, it was before the vaccine was even a mandate, I think, too.
COVID?
Because it was before the vaccine had become like
Available.
mandatory to have. Yes. Like, you know how it was like you had to have the vaccine before you go back to work? Like, before that became a thing, they were letting people go. Because when I went back, it was 6 months after I had my son. So this was at least 7 or 8 months before I definitely had to get a shot in order to go back to work. So this was before I even got my COVID shot.
You're not getting vaccinated. You don't deserve to be licensed.
Shit.
Hot take from Vera. But there's been a lot of things breaking down, since COVID, and there's been surprising. Well, I don't know. Is it really surprising that Hugh Jackman and Deborah Lee Finesse broke up?
I mean,
is anyone hugely shocked?
Kind of.
Nah.
You think he's gay? You think
that has been the hottest rumor in what you guys have to understand is Hugh was famous here before he was famous over there, and they were together for 27 years.
He was like a teenager when they first met.
Allegedly she has been she's like one of those Tom Cruise contract wives, she's.
Well, I thought it was interesting that the youngest kid's 18.
18, that's exactly it. The youngest kid's 18 now. It's like I wouldn't be look, and if he is, more power to him. Imagine if Wolverine came out of the closet. Like, that would be huge.
What that would do for so many kids, and
that would be amazing.
That would be great, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. But like, Hugh's always singing a dick. You're like, really, Hugh? Yes, I'm Wolverine. It's like, all right, girl. Simmer down.
He's just very happy.
The whole he's very good friends with Ryan Reynolds. I hope that they're secret lovers. I'd watch that movie.
No. What about Blake?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would feel bad for Blake Lively.
Blake Lively's hot. Blake Lively could get.
Yeah. So like, please don't let Ryan Reynolds be guy. Let Rob McKenney. Isn't that who it is?
Yes.
Todd McKenney.
Yes. Yeah. Let him be gay and fuck Hugh Jackman.
Well, yeah, look, Hugh.
The guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
It's like Ryan Reynolds, like right-hand man, Mac from Sunny.
Yeah, okay. I got confused. Never mind. I'm not in my own time zone. It's really upsetting my
You're on Thursday and Friday.
I know it feels so weird being on being at the same time as you guys, almost. But I hope he is. Like,
you're on earlier than we are.
I know, I'm earlier.
He said it before us.
Oh, I'm still in the future. Oh no, I'm in the past.
You're in the past, baby.
We're ahead of you.
Yeah. It's dark out.
It's kind of like I hope it's the kind of same thing where I hope Harry Styles is gay, and I hope that that's true. All that Harry Styles, Harry Styles.
I could see Harry Styles being gay.
Louis, like, yeah.
Do any of us really need labels? Come on.
I thought he was like supposed to be bi. I thought he came out.
If I fell in love with a woman tomorrow, would I have to give up the men that I loved before?
No, but that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, why do we need labels? Why do we care whether he's gay or not? Why can't everybody be?
Vera licking a lot of puss.
It'd be good to watch. That's why we want the hot ones to be gay. Like, yeah, come on, the hot ones need to be gay.
What's that?
There's a lot.
I said Vera licking a lot of puss. I said I didn't see that one coming.
There's
Yeah,
actually a
yeah.
line
Me on your
from
daughter's fire truck. Woo. Like,
Sorry.
yes, eat me on your daughter's fire
I
truck.
promise I'll let you know.
Christina's trying to speak. Go,
there's a
girl.
line from The Office where Creed is saying, like, you know, in the 70s he lived a lot, or the 60s, or the 70s. He goes, I went to a lot of concerts. He goes, was in a lot of mud puddles. He goes, a lot of men and women slid in and out. He goes, well, you would never know. It was just the thing. You had sex with this one or that one.
Oh,
You
dear.
gotta stop labeling each other.
Yeah,
We're
I'm all
humans.
about
Yeah.
it. I think you got to try a little bit of everything to really know what where you're at. Like,
Yeah, you don't know you're gay until you suck a dick.
Right?
Right.
well,
I
no,
do
I
not
feel like
consider
Sorry.
the dick that I sucked a gay activity.
you don't know you don't know if you're straight unless you eat a
Sorry.
vagina.
This is true. I couldn't do it.
So we'll go from one
Wasn't that
hugely
bad?
surprising breakup to another not so surprising breakup. Bijou Phillips has announced she's divorcing Danny Masterson. Huge.
Aw,
shocker there.
why?
I can't believe she's not going to stand by her man.
After
Mila
after
and
China
Justin stood by him. She doesn't need to.
Burn.
how bad that's a bad color on them, isn't it? Like that.
It's a bad
That's a
color.
bad color. And then
Yeah.
China Phillips was online going, everyone please pray for Danny Masterson. I'm like, oh
No.
girl. No, China.
No.
So did what's his fucking Mila.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took it
Yeah.
back though.
Oh, that's
But
too late.
they did-
Day late and
They
a dollar
took that.
short.
I
Yeah.
they didn't take it back. They apologized, right? They did something.
He started
Yeah.
a fucking sex trafficking fucking charity. He had to resign from it.
I can't. It's
How do
fucking
you
It's
have
just-
a sex trafficking charity that you founded and you support a fucking rapist? I mean, allegedly, right? But he's been
what
accused.
Not
about-
alleged. No, not
Yeah,
allegedly
yeah.
convicted.
Right. I was
What
going to
about
say convicted.
just
I couldn't
him?
get the
What
word.
about the guy who did that big movie that the Christians were all flocking to about supposedly this hunter who saved all these white children from trafficking, who actually funneled none of that money to help trafficking causes? That all of that money was paid out in salaries to people on his charity?
This is why I don't
Come
give
on.
money. This is why I don't give money to charity. Like we have like
money to
fucking
anybody.
the Red Cross. The Red Cross in Australia, they like go around doing door knock appeals to help the homeless. I'm like, look at their taxes, look at the shit, look at the amount of money that goes missing from all these fucking.
I've got
No, anyway.
charities I'll never give to.
Well, it's like the
Yeah.
Salvation Army or whatever. I think it was that
Salvation
one.
Army's
It's like
another
years ago, it was like 10 cents of every dollar actually goes to a charity.
And not to mention that Salvation Army is very anti-gay and funds conversion camps. No, Salvation Army will never get.
Christina's.
Yeah, that's
No,
no
you
Christian.
like the Salvation Army, Christina?
No.
You go
No,
shopping at the
no.
Scallion shop?
No.
Uh,
There was a legal matter that the bank had to handle with them. It was huge. It went on for years, at least two and a half years. I mean, I worked with the accounts and everything. It was awful. It was awful. You don't even want to know
no, there. I mean,
the other end of it.
the
Yeah.
Komen, the Marjorie Komen, whatever, that breast cancer Komen Foundation.
Yeah,
They're like 15% of every
Susan.
on every dollar goes
Susan-
to actually fund.
We had one right in
and the
town.
rest is admin. You know,
Really?
really.
We had one right in town that went on for a few years that nobody ever knew where the money went to.
Where's
Wow.
the money going? And it's
It's-
sometimes it's just
Jane will know.
a bad.
Ask her
bad,
about
um,
that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just a bad, like good intentions, bad decisions. Have we been following Drew Barrymore's saga?
oh, Drew can kiss my union ass.
Yeah, Drew, bad flex, babe. Like she decided that she was going to come back and not do the show live, but not use writers and da 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 da.
I'm gonna
Then she
scab.
got then she got picketed against, and then she made an apology, and then everyone made fun of her apology, so she took her apology down. It's just like, consistency anywhere, but that's how out of
No.
touch
The and
some of
Bill
these people
Maher are
are.
both going to cross the picket line and come back in some writerless format.
I mean, okay, so I understand, but at the same time, how many people are employed by these shows
Yeah.
that are out of work
And
that
how many of
can't?
those people are also union employees who won't cross the picket line? And that's why Bill Maher had to back down, not because of the blowback, because he doesn't give a rat's ass what we think. He's sitting on $14 million fortune,
Yeah.
$40 million fortune.
Well,
He
and I
got
don't.
blowback from the union cameramen and the union lighting people and the union workers who would have to go back to his show and be forced to cross the picket line or get fired.
And
Like
and,
Drew.
and
That
I
should
and I
make
don't
him
know
go
that
back.
that's I don't know if that's what happened with Drew. And I mean, if that's whatever, that's fine. I don't know.
So what
that
I
what
heard, my friend listens to like some podcasts that like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, all those
Oh,
nighttime
yeah.
stars are on, right? Is like Jimmy Kimmel going back on and he's paying his whole staff, or was it Jimmy Fallon? It was one of the Jimmys that they're like that they are fronting the payroll for these people, or they are paying these
Stephen
people who
Colbert,
aren't
Jimmy
working. One of the two.
Fallon, and Jimmy Kimmel are doing a weekly podcast where
Yes.
all the proceeds are going to pay for their writers who are on strike. They're
That's what it
helping
is.
to support the writers.
So they're not obligated to
Oliver,
work, is
John
what she's
Oliver
saying.
from HBO
Right.
is doing stand-up shows to pay for his striking casts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or team members. These
It just
other-
seems very tone deaf for someone that is obviously a part of SAG as well. Well, she'd have to be. She was grandfathered.
But
She's
they said
grandfathered
it was
into SAG.
okay for her to go back.
But there's still, you've got to read the room, and that speaks about how out of touch some people really are with the day-to-day of the people that work for them.
You have to hear the conversations that are being had by management. Management is saying, we can wait you out. You will lose your house if you don't give up the strike. You know, the conversation from management is really horrible. And I can't help but believe that they're putting pressure on these hosts to go get back to work because they're losing millions. I haven't turned on a late night show since the strike started. Why? I've seen them before. Why do I need to watch them?
Well, I think part of the worry is that, you know, daytime, it was already a dying breed. So we may just kill all these people's television shows, and none of these people may have jobs to go back to.
The talk's going off now, isn't it? The talk said the other day that they're going to go off air.
They're not coming back.
Wow.
So
the view's still going, which surprises me.
They didn't have writers at all.
Yeah, but still, I would think that someone like Whoopi Goldberg might be a bit more.
Well, they were the first one to come back, and they didn't have writers, so it was okayed, and they didn't really get any bullshit for it. But I mean, this could definitely change the whole canvas of none of these shows to come back at all.
COVID's already changed it. How many
right, but then
off air over COVID?
But there's shows being cancelled now because it'll be too much money.
So
a League of Their Own was cancelled without them even letting the creators or the cast know. They made an announcement.
Is it worth all these people losing their job?
If you can pay a fucking PGA 6 points on $1 billion movie, that's $65 million on one fucking movie, which all they did was sign some papers, then you can pay the fucking writer an extra 80 cents an hour.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you.
They can't do it. This is not the fault of the striking workers. This is the fault of the exploitive management.
Of the people.
I'm not disagreeing at all. I totally agree with you. I think it's absolute bullshit. I think they all should get streaming residuals. I think the whole thing from the day one's been absolutely fucking rigged. I think they all should get what they want. I think the studios, I think Bob Iger's fucked. You know what I mean? I think they're all just fucking greedy.
Absolutely.
But I am worried though that they're all, it's going to fuck everybody in the long run.
Do you know what the AI?
They've got themselves to blame though.
Do you understand what the AI battle is for SAG-AFTRA?
Oh, that's
If
scary
you
as
show
shit.
up for a callback and they give you $1,000 for 1 day of work, and all they do is photograph your face, they will use your face in that movie without ever paying you a residual, without ever paying you any money at all, and make
In
billions.
one of the things I was going to apply for on Backstage, it was for an extra in one of the movies, Backstage, Backpage, whatever the fuck it is. Whatever it is. Okay. It was to be an extra. And they had your image in perpetuity.
In perpetuity. That's the
For
problem.
fucking $250 goddamn dollars.
No
Yeah,
way.
Wow.
exactly.
I was like,
There was
not a snowball's chance in hell. Would I ever sign something like that?
Yeah.
there's an actor from India who just successfully sued a movie theater because he is a Bollywood star in Indian cinema, and they have been using his face in American movies without his permission and without any residuals. He just successfully won it today. I think his name is Anil Kapoor, but I could be wrong. I could be misremembering that. You know, these are
Where's Crispin
bullshit
Glover when you need him?
exploitation.
Got 8 people. Well, we're going to go to this news broke while I was in the UK, and I am really not surprised that Russell Brand is a creep. Is anyone surprised?
I'm surprised at this.
Is anyone surprised that this guy is
I am
fucking
absolutely shocked.
Here,
Can we just have a list of the
Easter
names
Bunny?
that are supporting him? Lawrence Fox, Andrew Tate, and Elon Musk.
Oh,
Uh,
Oh, God.
Chartered plane to Epstein.
100%.
Telling us.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he always gave me EP, creepy, like bad touch vibes. Even back at everyone's like, oh, he's so funny. And I really actually tried to I bought a DVD of, I think I watched half of it. Went, this is just not there's something off. There's something
Rosie
weird about
loved
it.
him.
But
I thought it was very
I-
funny and Sarah Marshall, whatever the Sarah.
Yes, forgetting Sarah Marshall. That was hilarious.
I
Look
thought
at how
it was really funny.
but look
and
at how quickly
But I
all these
don't
people are like, oh yeah, well I told him I was gonna. Kristen Bell's like, I told him I was gonna punch him out. Rah rah rah. His close friend Daniel Sloss has come out, and he's the only male comedian that will stand up and go, this guy's a problem, and he was my friend.
You
And then
could
he
Wow,
see
raped
yeah.
one
the
of
problem from the way he would talk on chat shows. He was combative. He was argumentative. He was narcissistic. He was all over the place. He was a jerk.
Right,
Wow.
but that Kristen
Underage
Bell
girls.
story is not new. That's been out forever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
exactly, but we're
none
only
of this
listening now. Do you know what I mean? It was all well and good when he was like, oh, I'm saucy and I'm British, and then this has been an underlying thing for a long time, and I've always had the ick. He's always given me the ick for some reason, and it's justifiable that people like Danny Minogue are coming out. Even Katy Perry, I think there must be an NDA in place there for sure.
Oh, 100%. Come on.
Because I'm
She
sure
couldn't
she
say
has.
nothing.
Did you ever watch the Katy Perry documentary where he broke up with her and she had to go on stage and whatnot?
No.
That was
But I
dramatic.
remember
She
it
was
horrible. That she
was
really
like
suffered.
heaving sobs in a chair, and then literally they painted over her tears, and she went up in the lift.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, find out you're getting a divorce via
I
a
just
text
hear it
message,
was
and it's like,
horrible.
hi girl, go and dance.
Are you
No wonder
serious?
she's broken. This is
Yeah.
this is what happens to good little ministers' daughters.
She missed. What's that fucking song she did where she loved him more than she missed
Kissed
him?
a girl?
She missed him more than
Oh.
she loved him.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what you're
All I
talking
know
about.
is roar.
Should we
Yeah.
I didn't get the chance to talk to you guys about it, but they're out and about. What did we think about
Ah, stop!
in sync?
What is up with the homeboy's fucking hair? What
I think they need a group stylist.
I love it.
They need a group
I don't
stylist.
give a fuck what they're wearing. I don't give a fuck what their hair fucking looks like. All I give a shit is that they are all fucking together, and I had the same exact fucking reaction as Taylor, and it was just amazing. I swear to God, I was in my chair going, "Oh my God, are they gonna sing? Oh my God, what is happening?" Like I was shitting my fucking pants. Like, and I really would give my left tit to fucking see them perform.
Do you want me to give you the bad news?
They're not performing, obviously.
This is all pre-planned promo for
His trolls moving. I know.
Justin's new solo album that comes out next year.
Oh, there's a solo album. All right.
Solo.
Justin's trying a brand refresh and soft relaunch after he was found, fingering some girl that wasn't his wife, and was forced to apologize to Janet Jackson and Britney Spears and that last album. So Justin's doing the public. He's like, "Hey, remember when you loved Justin Timberlake? Yes,
Yeah.
this is it." But
Yes.
girl, did you hear the new song with Timberland and Nelly Furtado?
I did.
It's horrible.
It's not good.
You want to relaunch your career off that, bruh? I'm like,
It's
you used
not
to
that
bring
good.
sexy back, and now you can't find a song if it hit in the face. Like,
It's not awful. It's just it's not like
awful.
I don't know. It's weird.
Can you really bring sexy back after a certain age?
No, he can. He can.
Can I bring to let's look at everyone again.
I take it. What happened to JC's face?
I don't know.
Lance and Justin are the only two that still look okay.
Do you know what the majority of comments have been about?
Lance?
Joey Fatone getting fat.
Chris and Joey aren't really ready to be on tour. Do you know the irony of that? They're the ones that perform the most out of all of them.
Really?
They're constantly performing. They tour. They go around together and do shows.
Yep.
They are constantly performing. Whereas Justin Timberlake
got his own movie career.
Yeah, Joey's got TV. Joey's got TV. Joey's got like. I don't think they're that worried. Like, and it's like you're worried about. I don't know.
He's listening to it.
He's
listening to the song.
It's
in the club, right? It's called In the Club or some shit like that.
We're coming up, or we're going up, or something like that, or something going up. Yeah.
Oh, right, going up. Keep on going up, right?
It's bad, Jeffrey. It's bad. Look, I don't know any of these people as well for this.
I was thinking of the other one.
Never mind. You know these guys, don't see. You know in sync. But it's very interesting. Like brand refresh. Let's see it. Let's go. It's like maybe not.
Yeah, it isn't that good. I forgot it was that song. It's not the other song. But I think she's just on.
So we'll her new song with Dom Dollar's good. Eat Your Man.
Yes.
That song. That's a bop. Nelly Furtado's on the right train. Nelly's on the right train, but not with Justin. Justin's obviously the unreliable one. Darling, you're too young. That's why. I thought you're a baby. That's why you don't know who these people are.
26.
I know.
26.
Oh my God! I'm going to sleep.
To be
It's
26.
late.
Stop it! I know. But but the interesting thing for this troll song, which was originally a Justin song, that he's like, I'll get NSYNC on it. Like that song's been finished for ages. Like that song was ready for the movie. They're like, and now they're doing like the hot ones, where they eat the wings. Have you watched that yet, Christine?
Yeah. Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
What apparently they've all been into RCA as well and had a meeting. So I refuse to believe there's nothing happening. I think they're waiting to see how Justin's going to be received by himself again. And if it's not red hot, you watch midway through next year. NSYNC will be back. There's so much goodwill. There's so much. I'm surprised at how much goodwill there is for an NSYNC comeback. It's like all over TikTok, all over Facebook.
We need it. We need it.
We need it.
They're going to save the world.
They are.
They will.
They
will.
Unions will save the world.
I mean, are you fucking
It's
kidding
gonna be
me?
in sync.
Did you
It is.
They'll end the
You're
strike,
fucking-
and they'll end world
damn
hunger,
right.
and they'll fix the next election.
You'll see.
So,
It'll be bigger than Taylor's tour.
But
You'll
I'll tell you
see.
what, you know who's upset
You'll
about it?
see.
who?
Who?
Donald Trump.
Fucking 98 degrees, man, because they're getting hot in here.
They can
No,
go
they're
fuck
still-
a duck.
they're
I don't
touring
need
now.
98.
98 degrees of touring now.
They said they stole their fucking thunder.
They had
Good. Nobody
one-
needs
like,
them.
They had one song, right? But
Yeah.
there is
One
rumors
song.
of another rumors of another comeback.
See, that would be
Destiny's Child.
interesting.
As a 5-piece.
Wouldn't that be some shit if
Yeah,
they
five
all
is
That
did
makes
weird.
them shit. Because this all came from Beyonce mentioning all 5 members on stage at her birthday, which she has never done before. Never. On TikTok, there was someone noticed that the Destiny's Child official website has been under construction and has new credits for this for next year in it, saying that there's a relaunch and there's it's their 25th anniversary. So
Can you pay my bills?
I think I'm ready
I
for
could
some
easily get
Destiny's
into it.
Child. I'm ready for a bop.
Listen, I have not been able to get down with Beyonce since whatever that album was had Irreplaceable on it. That was the last one that me and her got down with. Ever since then, I was out.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be interesting to see her come back to a more pop sound as well. Like she owns everything else. I want another like
I don't know about her and her Lemonade. She could keep.
I gotta say, yeah, Single Lady, there are a lot of songs on the radio that I'm just like, no. Like when I hear it, like,
No, I can do Single Lady.
No, I didn't mind.
no,
Single Lady.
turn it off. Oh my God, I can't fucking stand it. It was one of those songs I actually requested at my wedding to not be played. I'm like, this is a do not playlist. You dare fuck it, I will murder you. Like,
wow.
ugh,
Passion.
I hate
Passionate
Single Ladies.
reaction.
Like that. Oh my God, shut up.
Put your hands up.
I would rather it be the Liza Minnelli version. Up at the
Oh! You thought her knees were going to crack during that.
God love her. I love Liza.
She's gonna die.
She's gonna die, y'all. I'm gonna need a national day of mourning where we
Real
just
soon.
went step and 8. Great movie.
You gotta get a wig and a dress or
When I
something for
go
that.
Do you guys ever watch Steppin'
go
Out?
on like Chelsea.
Jeffrey, have you seen Steppin' Out? With Liza Minnelli? You're a bad guy.
I
I watched
Yeah.
whatever the episode was or something with her and that gay guy on VH1 or whatever it was.
Vera, you've never seen Steppin' Out?
I did see it years ago, but I'd rewatch it to do a assigned seating if you want.
I think if you haven't watched,
I'm not watching
might-
that fucking shit.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we have noticed people apparently love us watching rom-coms.
Yeah.
Our review of Red,
I'm
White,
here
and
for
Royal
it.
Blue has gone off. So if there's something you would like us to
Really?
watch or review, please let us know. I am the rom-com
here for
standout.
it.
I'm holding off. Look, we will.
I'll watch
definitely
good
watch-
movies.
Struck. Let's go.
We will definitely
Fair.
watch Dirty Dancing, but I want it to be closer to when the sequel comes out, so there's hype around it.
How
Fucking
about
When is the sequel coming out?
album?
10 years.
Who knows now?
Moonstruck before the Christmas album?
Wait, isn't Patrick Swayze dead?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's
So
life
how are
after
they gonna do it?
Swayze. Because they're like, oh, her nose is not her nose anymore, and her love of life's not her love of life anymore. You know, it's about moving on. It's about Stella. It's like how Stella got her groove back for white people. It's like
Oh, baby got a
it's
green back.
sad white women of a certain age that need a second lease on love. That's a really awkward segue, but it's time for Vera Event.
That was awful.
You know what? Okay, V.
So you're okay.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Vent.
Oh, kids, this week we got the horrible, sad, bad, awful news that Rupert Murdoch is stepping down from Fox News. I know that my tears just sucked right back up into my head. Satan's dead. Hell's freezing over. Let's talk a little bit about Captain Rupert, shall we? This motherfucker started his career in Adelaide. He inherited the family newspaper. And from that little newspaper, he did successfully build himself a fabulously successful company. And he owns, to this day, 60% of all Australian media. And while he was starting his company, he targeted the Labour Party in Australia. He has made his fortune by putting down Labour. And then in the 70s, he bought the News of the World in Great Britain and turned it in the hottest place under the sun, page 3, topless news. And Rupert again kept building that fortune. He tried to move into broadcast journalism while he was in the UK, but that was stymied, even though he successfully took on the Labour Party there. And he fought the printing unions. You know, I've got a theme tonight. We're all about the unions. Took on the printing unions in Wapping and beat them. Bastard. He's also considered to be one of the driving forces in Brexit, that far right-wing hate-filled movement. But shortly after his foray into British television took a nosedive, he started courting Ronald Reagan, the brand new president of the United States, because at that time we had something in place called the Fairness Doctrine. And those of you who listen know that I like the Fairness Doctrine and feel like it needs to be back in place. And part of the Fairness Doctrine said no foreign citizen can hold any American media. And Ronald Reagan let that go so that his buddy could create the Fox channel of entertainment. And this son of a bitch, this evil bastard, created Fox Entertainment, Channel 68. And he made a television network that targeted Black people, people of color, living color, single life, the hell is his name? The Black talk show host. I can't think of his name. God damn it, it sucks to get old. Anyway, that took off like gangbusters. He made lots of money. And then he created Fox News. And he was told he couldn't do it because the three major news, ABC, NBC, and CBS, had a lock on the news. But he was going to do it different. He was going to do it for the right wing, for the conservatives. He was going to make sure it was fair and balanced for the conservatives. And since then, he's been sued to the tune of $7 or $8 billion across 3 or 4 continents, including a $1 billion settlement in Great Britain for phone hacking, including the hacking of a phone of a 17-year-old murder victim. He's been sued in Australia. Your Prime Minister Turnbull considers him an enemy of the state. And here in this country, he has single-handedly promoted Donald Trump, taken steps against labor, and promoted so much hate and racism that this country is divided and ugly place to be. I can't tell you that I'm sorry to see Rupert go. I just gotta tell you, I don't have a lot of hope for Lachlan. So keep our fingers crossed. Maybe we're going from the devil we know to the devil we don't. But Rupert, hell's waiting for you, fucker. Bye.
Vera, this is for you.
Yes, it is me.
Sally!
You did. Yes, you did.
Oh, God love you, Sally Field. God love everyone for joining us today. Think, look, the internet connection's held out. I'm in a hotel. It's been good. Everything's fine. I love it. It's been all good. All going according to plan. I'll be back down under next week where we can resume, all the craziness of whatever's going to happen. Something's happening tomorrow, apparently. Have you not heard? It just
the rapture?
September 23rd. Yeah, I know, right?
The rapture?
First or shift.
That missed.
What's happening tomorrow?
Something.
Like
Go on-
what?
I'm not going TikTok. Something's happening. Like next week,
What are you
something's
talking
happening on our
about?
show. Something will happen. But if you want to do us a favor,
Katie
would
McCarthy's
love,
going to do a show.
I would love, even the people on the panel, if you haven't already. So we are available as an audio podcast, but we need some reviews, guys. We need you to hit some stars. We need you to like us and do all that kind of stuff because it helps. So make sure you go to either Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Blog Talk Radio, or tune in and give us some stars, send us some love, and just be like, yo, Uncensored Radio, we're the bomb. We will review some more movies if you like, if you want us to. Go check out our YouTube channel. People, we're getting more subscribers on YouTube. Crazy YouTube, Uncensored Radio. Jeffrey's on TikTok. Oh, what that? Wait, that's Instagram. Yeah, that happens as well. But what about TikTok and my Uncensored Jeffrey? Basically, he lives his life. He lives his life like we live ours. And we would like to thank you for joining us. Do you have? We don't have a Discord. We're not that cool. Maybe you need to talk to us and let us
What
know how to
the
do
hell
a
is
Discord.
Discord?
Yeah,
That's what the kids do, Jeff.
Thing.
Dogs is the
It's-
26-year-old. It's a
It's
gaming
Discord.
thing. It's Discord. Oh, that's a mum joke. We're gonna end it there. I don't think we can top that. So Christina wins this week. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week on Uncensored Radio UCR Live. Bye.
What's gonna happen tomorrow? All the people that never show up are gonna miraculously show up and maybe post something on the page. I bet you that.
Yeah, fucking right. That'll never fucking happen.
I know it. Picture this one.
Hell could freeze over, but look, I found Discord.
Oh, you're